I'd gladly walk across the desert with no shoes upon my feet, to share with you the last bite of bread I had to eat. I would swim out to save you in your sea of broken dreams. When all your hopes are sinking, let me show you what love means. Love can build a bridge between your heart and mine. Love can build a bridge. Don't you think it's time? Don't you think it's time? I would whisper love so loudly every heart could understand. But love and only love can join the tribes of man. I would give my heart's desire so that you might see. The first step is to realize that it all begins with you and me. Love can build a bridge between your heart and mine. Love can build a bridge. Don't you think it's time? Don't you think it's time? Oh, when we stand together, it's our finest hour. We can do anything, anything. Keep believing in the power. And build a bridge. Don't you think it's time? Don't you think it's time?
Today we are honored to have in our midst the most respected and honorable Union Minister for AYUSH, Board, Civic and Waterways for the inauguration of Integrated AYUSH Hospital, Razha, in the district of Kohima. It's a blessing for our state to have Sri Sonowal ji, the first ever Union Cabinet Minister for AYUSH, to visit Nagaland, making this day remarkable. Sir, your presence today will go into history, and my people will always cherish your good deeds and in sound manner and joyously and these ahead of us. We admire your leadership and grateful for leading the AYUSH ministry and the nation more progressively under your refined innovation and visionary leadership. Keeping in mind, health is state subject, an important sector for every human being. I'm grateful to see that with this inauguration, the state of Nagaland will have 3 fully functional AYUSH hospitals, and 2 AYUSH hospitals are in pipeline, which is under construction. In addition, 5 AYUSH dispensaries are functioning as AYUSH Health and Family Welfare Center, flourishing and meeting the needs of the people on daily basis. Also, regenerating and discovering new medicinal plants, which is helping the locals, rural people to preserve, cultivate, and produce more of such plants, enabling them to earn their livelihood, also benefiting health system and many aspects. Sir, with this, in addition to this, I have already made a request to the government of India on behalf of the department and on behalf of the state government to consider, to sanction 10-bedded, 3 numbers of 10-bedded hospitals for the state as well as for the nation. Thank you and Jai Hind.
The Government of Nagaland, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare have beautifully developed an integrated AYUSH hospital with the support of the Government of India, Ministry of AYUSH, and with the support of the local people of this particular place. I am especially thankful to the Government of Nagaland, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare for their very devoted effort. I always feel at home when I visit Nagaland. The people of Nagaland are very beautiful. Beautiful by nature, beautiful by character, beautiful by behavior, beautiful by thinking, beautiful by their work and efforts. So this is the beauty of talent, ability, quality gifted by God. So I believe that is why the greenery of Nagaland, the biodiversity of Nagaland is always praiseworthy and always admirable. You are living in a beautiful paradise. You are lucky enough to have this kind of natural resources. And that is why I see a very bright future ahead for the people of Nagaland, for the people of Northeast, for the people of India. Because this kind of resources will have to discover and explore in the scientific manner by applying our traditional skill, wisdom, knowledge, power, innovation, incubation, etc., etc. So that is why this is my first appeal. I was just talking to Honorable Health Minister and also the Special Secretary, Principal Secretary Bhatiaji, that what is the total number we have presence as a traditional healer in the villages of Nagaland? He said that it would be more than 1,000. And they have been inheriting this particular skill of traditional medicine, of traditional practice from their forefathers. And this is a very, very important aspect of our human wisdom and skill. Wisdom, knowledge and power. Because these are the traditional skill we have been carrying for centuries together. We have inherited from our forefathers. Now, in the age of science and technology, in the 21st century, we'll have to go through scientific study and research. Once we develop this particular system within ourselves, once we go through the scientific research and study, then we will discover the findings, and out of the findings we can develop the scientific evidence of our traditional skill, of our traditional system of medicine, which has been always preserving our health, preventing the different diseases, and developing our immunity. And that's the way, developing our body, mind, energy, power, courage, determination. So that is why these kind of practices are very, very meaningful, very, very important for all of us. So my appeal to all of you, please give importance to nature. Whatever you have on the hilltop, the greenery, I believe there are hundreds of species having medicinal quality for our comfortable living. So God has given this nature to us, planet Earth to us. And He has given enormous resources for the comfortable living of all the creation created by Him. That is why nowadays, Government of India, under the dynamic leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, the AYUSH ministries has been given priority to focus to project, promote and development. So that is why now Honorable Prime Minister, in the last 7 years of his regime, he has taken a lot of initiative from the front. It is he who has appealed to the global society in the UNO. Let us practice yoga to de-stress, to re-energize, to refresh, to refocus our workplaces, and to make our body strong and positive enough to overcome any challenges of life and to make our life peaceful and happy. So that is why, because of his initiative, now the global society has accepted through UNO, and 21st June has been accepted as an International Day of Yoga. This is how the traditional system of our practice and medicine has grown up. And he has promoted AYUSH, means what? Ayurveda, Unani, Siddha, Soharikpa, Yoga, Naturopathy and Homeopathy. These are the family members of AYUSH. And these are the traditional practices in the globe. And now, through this traditional system of our medicine, we want to prevent the diseases and also to preserve the human health, to protect the human being from the different viruses. So this is how the present days AYUSH is getting the center stage by rendering the service through its products to protect the health of the human being. And in the COVID-19 pandemic, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, all the phases, along with the health and family welfare, along with the modern system of medicine, this traditional system of medicine have also played a big role. And as a result, now AYUSH products become acceptable, credible to the human society in the globe. That is why the AYUSH industry, within a short span of time during the leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister, in the last 7 years of his leadership, now AYUSH industry, through its products, could create $18.2 billion market in the globe. So I believe this is an industry through which we can create avenues for employment generation, income generation. And this is an industry full of natural flavor. This is an industry totally eco-friendly. This is an industry always admire ecology and environment. That is why the people of Nagaland has a big role to play. Because the entire Northeast, known to be the hot seat of biodiversity, we are lucky enough to have our birthplace in Northeast. Because in India, there are two places which has been identified as the hotspot of biodiversity. One is Northeast India, the other is Western Ghat. And now, all the Northeastern has a big role to play. Honorable Prime Minister has termed this particular region as the Ashtalasmi of India. Ashtalasmi means what? Full of resources, full of strength. And this is to be identified by us. This is to be discovered by Northeasterner. And through this power, we'll have to generate income, we'll have to promote our status, we'll have to empower our ability of creation, ability of construction, ability of transformation. So this is the strength and energy God has given to us through nature. That is why we'll have to preserve nature. We'll have to promote nature. We'll have to respect nature. Mother Earth is giving shelter, food, everything, status, dignity to every side. So this is the love and affection we have been receiving from Mother Earth. That is why we have a rule, we have a important duty to play, to protect Mother Earth. Its natural ability, its natural fertility. That is why nowadays everyone is preferring, instead of going to the chemicals, everyone is preferring for natural farming, organic farming, only to preserve nature. We'll have to preserve water, we'll have to preserve the soil, we'll have to preserve the greenery, hills, plains. This is the gift of God to us. I believe with this devoted and dedicated feelings, we'll all be joining hands to each other to work hard for our future growth, to make India Atmanirbhar Bharat as per the vision developed by our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. We'll have to make India a self-reliant nation in the world. To make India Atmanirbhar self-reliant, we'll have to make Nagaland self-reliant first. Atmanirbhar Nagaland. This is the power you have within yourself. Simply you are to generate it. You will have to utilize it. You will have to focus it. And today, I really feel proud to be with you, because I know that Naga peoples are very courageous, very determined, very brave, very hardworking. Is not it? Don't you agree with me? Anyway, so I have discovered your society like this. Very courageous, very determined. So that is why you can do the best. You have this ability. And I hope that whatever assistance will be provided on the part of the government of India, if I am here today, I have the direction from our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, because Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji is always giving top priority to the Northeast, speedy growth of Northeast, focused Northeast. That is why during the last 7 years of his regime, so many transformation took place in the entire Northeast. All the 8 states got tremendous benefit out of his devoted effort. He loved Northeast. He respects Northeast, and he wants the speedy growth of Northeast. That is why he is the first Prime Minister in the last 75 years of our independence who has narrated Northeast as the Astalasmi, and also expressed his trust and confidence in the Northeasterner and bestowed the responsibility on the soldier of Northeast to play the role of new engine for India's growth. And he wanted always to expedite all kind of development scheme to be completed within a time frame. And that is why through active policy, he has developed connectivity with the neighboring nation and given us golden opportunity to focus ourselves, to promote ourselves, to develop ourselves in all the sector of human activities, whether it is education, health, agriculture, tourism, sports, youth affairs, connectivity, communication, science, technology, innovation, startup, in all sectors. Honorable Prime Minister has given priority to the Northeast India. That is why he has visited this part of India more than 50 times. He is the first Prime Minister who has visited maximum number of times. He is the first Prime Minister who has given 5 ministerial bath to the Northeasterner. 5 ministers for the first time from Northeast India. And also giving a lot of opportunity for all the states to grow faster. And that is why this is an opportunity for all of us. Let us work together day and night to generate our income, to generate our ability, energy, and also to develop the Northeast as a whole, to make India proud. Because under the dynamic leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, India could able to create an environment of success, glory, and because of his devoted, dedicated, committed, honest leadership, hard-working leadership, and through his knowledge, wisdom, power, energy, now he could able to place India in a most respectable position in the world. That is why we feel all proud to be an Indian. And I hope that whatever assistance from the Government of India, from my ministry, required to be given to the state of Nagaland in the sector of inland waterways and also in the sector of AYUSH, I am always there to extend my wholehearted support. Our expectation, Honorable Health Minister has expressed through his speeches, I could declare ten-bedded Integrated AYUSH Hospital, 3 numbers, 30-bedded integrated hospital, one Ayurvedic college. This will cross more than 100 crores from our side. So I'll continue to support. Simply I have a request to the government of Nagaland. Whatever money we give, please spend it as early as possible. So this is a system we need to always respect and honor. And I am sure the Honorable Health Minister and also the government of Nagaland will definitely put special emphasis in this particular sector. And with these few words, I extend my special thanks to the cultural
Dimapur University honors. He did the LLB and also a Chief Minister. Now he's back, wanted by the whole country, and now he's in the Ministry of Government of India. What a privilege for us to be present a man like us. We want to say so many things to you, sir, but the whole country be one
day for the people of Nagaland. And as you know, from the Ministry of AYUSH, we have supported the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare and also AYUSH, the government of Nagaland, to develop 50-bedded integrated AYUSH hospital at Chedema, Kohima. And this particular integrated hospital will have the facility of homeopathy treatment, Ayurvedic treatment, yoga, and panchakarma, etc., etc. And I think this facility will be available by the people of Nagaland. And at the same time, I have made certain announcement today, and 3 more 10-bedded hospital, 30-bedded one more 30-bedded hospital, and 1 AYUSH college will be set up in the near future, provided if the government of Nagaland submit a proposal at the right time, and as per the existing rules, whatever procedure need to be followed strictly, I think this should be strictly followed by the government of Nagaland. And I am really thankful to the people of Nagaland and also the Honorable Chief Minister and also his ministerial colleague. They have always been supportive, and really I hope that Nagaland has got tremendous potential in many aspects, even in the, their topography, their natural existence, their culture, their heritage. And the people of Nagaland, they are very nice, culturally very advanced, and they are very courageous, very brave, very hardworking. I believe these particular resources will definitely help this state to grow faster. As you know, Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji is always giving top priority for the speedy growth of Northeast. That is why he has visited more than 50 times. He is the first Prime Minister in the last 75 years of our independence, the first Prime Minister who has visited more than 50 times to Northeastern states, and also directed all his central ministers to pay visit to the Northeastern state in every fortnight, and also to implement the scheme from their respective ministries within a time frame. So this is the love and affection, this is the respect, this is the keen interest he has for the cause of the people of Northeast. And because of his support and sympathy, in the last 7 years, Northeast could able to have the lot of changes, lot of transformation in all the sectors, whether in the education sector, health sector, infrastructure, connectivity, communication, industry, innovation, startup, and also science, technology, sports, youth affairs and tourism, in all the sector, agriculture. Because of Honorable Prime Minister's support, this is happening. And he has set a very clear target for the people of the country that this particular nation will have to become self-reliant nation with the support of the people of the country. That is why I appeal to the people of Nagaland. So please make Nagaland Atmanirbhar Nagaland, self-reliant Nagaland, to make India Atmanirbhar Bharat, self-reliant Bharat, self-reliant India. So I believe in that direction, people of Nagaland will definitely work hard, and I am confident that they could able to perform well.
Sir, besides the development of AYUSH, what about the assurance given to the state for development of waterways in Tizu? Waterways,
Of course, waterways in the sector of that also. Whatever national waterways are being declared, those sector will also be taken up, and some of the proposals already submitted by the state government, those rivers will also have the techno-feasibility, economic feasibility survey within a short span of time. My ministry is committed to this. Particularly, as you know, Honorable Prime Minister is always taking keen interest for the promotion of inland waterways and also coastal waterways. And also he wants that inland waterways should have better integration with the coastal waterways so that our cargo vessel and passenger vessel can move comfortably, faster for our economic development.